Hello, it is the 15th of January. It is Martin Luther King's birthday. I think I'll say a word or two about that and be brief today. I received a letter from a viewer and I did go ahead and read it. It was really long. And generally speaking, I try to avoid this because it's an honor and it's a compliment to me that people are inspired by what I do here. But I generally keep a pretty good boundary because of my experience through being a social worker and someone who just naturally people are drawn to. If you don't protect yourself, people will suck the life out of you. And I have people coming at me pretty constantly wanting to be my friend and talk to me, and I already know because of who I am that really what they want to do is talk about them. They want something from me for them, which is not a bad thing, but because I am the person who's being asked, and I get asked a lot, I have to protect myself, you know. You can't give from an empty cup. And the thing that parables and fables have shown us through history is that if someone steps up and makes himself available to be the hero or the one to be used, people will use you to death. Like the story of the boy at the dike who puts his finger in the hole, and then another one pops. He tries to put his finger in that hole, and everybody just watches, doesn't help. That has to do with what I want to say about Martin Luther King. When I was a little boy, I was my parents, interesting family, okay? My dad, both parents were musicians, but my dad was a Muslim and my mom was a Christian, and her dad, my grandpa, was a Baptist minister, a well-respected one here in the state of Nebraska. So I was raised in a religious, do the right thing sort of atmosphere. Martin Luther King impressed me. John F. Kennedy impressed me. Gandhi impressed me. People like that impressed me. You know, the whole idea of what Jesus was supposed to be about, you know, impressed me as a kid. But it all came unraveled as each good person and would be murdered. And even as a little boy, not knowing the facts, it was obvious to me by what was going on. JFK was murdered by our government or by the military, the deep state. Malcolm X was murdered by his own people or by people who get him out of here. Martin Luther King, Robert F. Kennedy Jr., these people were eliminated. They were a threat to the criminal 1% who were bankers, whatever you want to call them, intent on having it their way, having the money and have the power. So to me, making Martin Luther King's birthday or having a Martin Luther King national holiday is a slap in the face. It's, you know, it's like, well, we'll kill you and then we'll give you a holiday. How's that? You happy now? No, I'm not, because they killed him because they needed to eliminate him. They thought he was dangerous to their... I mean, look at where we are now. Look at who is president. Look at the state of the economy. Not the fake, false numbers that represent the 1/10 of 1% who are doing okay. We're talking about all the stores closing constantly. And the municipal services that are going bankrupt. What, PG&E, we just heard? And then all the weirdness with everything. You know, it's like the extreme weather, and yet we still have people denying that the climate has changed. We have weird shit like the entire city of Paradise going up in flames. And that's not suspect at all. And there's people who've tried to point out, there's some rather interesting anomalies with this fire here, you know. Okay? And I don't use the C word because the average person who just watches television and doesn't know anything actually believes the lies that we live under. And so when you try to give a little bit of real information, they go to default. Oh, that couldn't be real. Oh my God, you idiots. Look at how bad life is. Look at what's being done to life, and you're defending these monsters. So that's where I'm at on Martin Luther King Day. You know, it's like, it's to trot out his speeches, I have a dream and stuff, that's an insult to me, because the country and the people who are really in power got rid of him. They don't care about him or us. Black lives still don't matter. And the fact that we have a Black History Month, what do you mean a Black History Month? It's Black History every damn day, all the goddamn time. You feel me? One record, okay? Some of you people, you've just got to understand and be smart, okay? And learn from what I'm trying to say. The shit on television, CNN, mainstream news, they got you people propagandized like fucking fools, okay? Trump is no savior. He's a fucking, oh my God, okay? See, where we're at in the world with total corruption proves my point about people like Martin Luther King being eliminated so these things could happen. Spiria X on 4AD came out in 1991. Jim Beatty, who was in Primal Scream, left that band, started this band saying he was going to do it better. And he did. This is really good. Yeah, I like this better than Primal Scream. Primal Scream finally got their game up, but I still haven't bought a Primal Scream album. I think I listened to this about 5 times yesterday. It is so good. They do Signed DC by Love. Maybe better than Love. That's what I want to say today, okay? And if you haven't shown me any support, go to my this thing I just did where I uploaded the video. Alan Couch, who I've met and we're sort of friends, I haven't met him. He uploaded an hour-plus video of just stuff that he had done with no soundtrack. So I took some of it and edited it and put it to one of my older pieces. That's what you were watching yesterday. That music and a bunch of that ambient music that I've made over the years is on Bandcamp. Buy some of it.